the special teams really came into work for the Edmonton Oilers tonight. Kick-started by a shorthanded goal by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins in the second period, while Sam Gagner had a goal and 2 assists as the Oilers extinguished the Flames tonight at Rogers Place by a final score of 6-2. Welcome to the live post-game show on Oilers TV. I'm Tony Barr. We're going to step inside the Oilers locker room in just a few moments, hear from the players, and also hear from head coach Dave Tippett in just a few moments. Stay tuned.
Where you left off last season, just for your first preseason game, how'd you feel rhythm-wise and with everything? That's a good question.
I don't think the first period was where I left off, to be honest with you. It's probably the worst I've ever felt in a hockey game, but I think got better from then on, and I thought the second period were a step in the right direction.
You talk about the role of the special teams, a big shorthanded goal by Ryan, and then power play marker, the first of the preseason for you guys. What role did that play in your guys' win tonight?
Yeah, it's huge. Obviously, the last couple of years we've been struggling with our PK. Today was very solid. All guys that went out there did a great job, and that's how you win hockey games in this league. So obviously, great power play goal by Cass too. So it's good special teams tonight.
Leon, what were your first impressions of Anton in game action?
I thought he made some nice plays. I think it's not easy stepping out of a plane, and time difference, not much time to adjust. But I thought he had some pretty good looks, and hopefully he can get better.
Thanks, Leon.
Yep.
Training camp, where do you feel you guys are at right now after that?
We didn't start the best tonight. As the game went on, we started to play better. I thought the second half of the second period, after that 5-on-3, we started to find our game and got some momentum from that. So we got to build on that, and I think we only have one more home game here before the regular season starts. So we got to take pride in it and make sure we start better, but finish the same way.
Talking specifically about your goal in the second period that kind of kick-started this offense, how important was that goal for you and then the rest of the team?
It was, if you can get one on the kill, for sure, it's a huge bonus. Especially we just had that 5-on-3 and come right back with a penalty kill, so it was definitely nice to got a nice bounce there and was able to put it in. So. I think it was a good time to do it, and the team definitely responded.
Looks like Anton can really get some mustard on that puck when he releases it.
Yeah, he definitely can fire it. His wrist shot, I think it surprises guys, surprises the goalies too. He gets a lot on it for sure.
How do you, normally what is your preseason like when it comes to kind of getting going, and how have you felt about this preseason, because it looks like you're going early on that?
Obviously you try to come in prepared to play NHL games right away. It's tough to simulate that in the summer for sure, but I feel like I came in this year probably more ready than ever, and just wanted to make sure that I took these preseason games seriously, because they definitely are what sets you up for the regular season. So you want to feel good. You want to, if things don't go your way, you obviously don't get frustrated. You just got to make sure you find your legs, find your hands, and get the timing back. And I think, guys, as the preseason's rolling on here, I think guys are starting to find it.
Miko.
Last year you struggled with coming to North America in exhibition season because you hadn't played in the rinks.
Yeah. But if I compare to last year now, I feel like so much more comfortable. All the angles, and all my teammates I knew them already, so it's way easier to come in, and I've been doing such hard work so hard during the summer, so I really hope that it's going to pay off. I'm sure that it's going to pay off sooner or later.
When you played on the same team as Bertisov, were you always thinking that he's good enough to come and try and manage you?
You know, he has like all the skills and that wrist shot and big body, and he can skate pretty well. So obviously he has all the tools, but he just has to use them right. And I think he played really well tonight, and hopefully he will continue that.
I feel like this is very difficult coming all the way over without a training camp or anything at this point. Right?
Yeah, it's pretty tough. I talked with him, and he had like 12 hours time difference back home, and he just flew in like 2-3 days ago, and so it's not easy. But I think he did a good job tonight.
Real quickly, just maybe talk about your progression tonight. Ended up with 18 saves. Did you feel more and more comfortable as you get into more game actions in the preseason?
Yeah, sure. I feel way more comfortable today. You know, yesterday I couldn't find the pucks when they were in the blue line, and kind of like a few like blind drops, and a couple of those went in. And today I felt that I saw all the pucks, so it was good.
How does one make that progression? Is it as simple as hitting a reset button and coming in with the new attitude today?
Yeah, it was pretty simple. We watched a little bit video like yesterday with Schwartz, what I did well, and what I needed to do better, and you know, I'm happy for that. Those things what I needed to do better, I was much better today with those.
Great. Thanks, Miko.
Thank you.
Hirscher's shot deflected wide. Colby Cave out to Larson. Wrister deflected home. Alex Asa from above the hash marks with a perfect redirect. And Edmonton takes a 1-0 lead at 2:44.
Well, one of the things Alex Chiasson did last year in the first half of the season is he contributed offense, but not necessarily playing with Edmonton's best players.
Career years across the board for the Flames. In from the right-hand side, a shot save. Rebound score, Sam Bennett. Pounded it home off the initial shot, and we've got a tie game. Bennett, who's worked hard to redefine himself as a player at the National Hockey League level after an often star-studded career in juniors, with a beautiful finish of Michael Stone's initial shot that was kicked out juicily by Miko Koskinen.
Kind of an I got it, you got him type scenario.
No laughing matter. You want that guy healthy. Driving down the right-hand side, Zac Rinaldo for the Flames. Centering pass, Lumbergh shoots and scores. 2-1. Ryan Lumbergh, the finish from Zac Rinaldo, and it's funny, those two guys ultimately, you can make the argument, are competing for a roster spot. Time of the goal, 13:30. Ryan Lumbergh, who has played 11 games in the National Hockey League, but most of the last 4 years with Stockton. Buries one, and a brilliant pass from initially, Bob, I'm thinking he's a $7 million player. Here's Noah Hannafin. Shot, save, Koskinen, rebound loose, blue paint, Koskinen keeping it out, and I think he's frozen it successfully. Here's a chip up the left-hand side by Karen. 2-on-1 developing. Nugent Hopkins tried to center to set up Larson, then got his own backhander and pumped it home. Calgary defended the 2-on-1, but there is no adequate defense for the set of hands that Ryan Nugent Hopkins possesses. And he got his own pass back to him on a deflection and casually flipped it
Ryan
home.
Nugent Hopkins, and then the first power play goal of the preseason.
Yeah, I thought the penalty killing was what kind of turned the game for us. I didn't like our first period at all. I thought it was poor, really poor. And our penalty kill got the shorthanded goal, but really did a good job with just the work ethic. So I thought that kind of turned it, and then we were fortunate to get one on the power play. So special teams, you always want to win the special teams game. We did tonight, and But it's still, that's a game that, it's a good game to think about and look at the details of winning. First period we didn't compete hard enough, and the details of getting things done just weren't there. As the game went on, we were better.
Nygaard was much better tonight. It looked like
Nygaard was good.
The speed to get into the open.
Yeah, he had 2 or 3 good chances. You'd like to see him capitalize on one of those chances at least, but he was good. Took a skate in the cheek late in the game, so hopefully that's not too bad. Doctors are looking at him right now, but he had a good game. You could tell he had some pace out there, which is what we're hoping to see.
And Berdysov played 7 minutes in the first 2 periods, but 6 in the third. So you caught a second wind, or what happened there?
Yeah, we're just seeing how I thought he did all right for the first game over here, and basically not much practice, just a chalk talk and away you go. I thought he was all right. It's intriguing. He shoots the puck a ton. Like when he gets it, he shoots it.
Does a player though in the NHL have the ability to score from outside like you do in other places?
I watched a lot of video from him in Russia, and he does score from out there. So he had one good chance that he zinged it off the goalie's shoulder on the one off the wing there. So we'll see. It's one of those things you got to keep it moving forward and see where he goes.
Dave, what did you make of Miko's second start in as many days?
Didn't like the first goal much, the rebound in the first goal, but he was solid after that. Just solid. That's what we needed. We needed to do what we had to do to win, and that's what he did.
Dave, if you can maybe tell us what the plan is for Kelowna? Like, what are you trying to accomplish? You got 2 good practice days. You'll have a rested group. Is there something you'd like to kind of accomplish while you're there?
Yeah, a little bit. The players they've got a day off tomorrow, and they're going to spend the day together, so you're a little bit of team bonding with it. We'll have a good practice Sunday. We have a whole team and staff dinner Sunday night that I think will be a good chance to get everybody together in a real relaxed atmosphere, and another good practice Monday and come home. So a little bit of just bonding, getting some work done, getting a day off there that the players will all be together, so I think it'll be good for our group.
Did you figure out your defense yet as to who's playing on your defense? The young kids I'm talking about.
We got 10 of them still, so 6 of them are going to be there opening night. I can tell you 2 or 3 of them, but I can't tell you 6 of them right now. All right, thanks.
Here's a chip up the left-hand side by Karen. 2-on-1 developing. Nugent Hopkins tried to center to set up Larson, then got his own backhander and pumped it home. Calgary defended the 2-on-1, but there is no adequate defense for the set of hands that Ryan Nugent-Hopkins possesses. And he got his own pass back to him on a deflection and casually flipped it home off the backhand. Beautiful goal. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, top right corner, 14:59. Shorthanded, we're tied at 2.
Yeah, fortuitous bounce, but you still got to have the quick mitts. And, Nugent Hopkins tried to feather a pass through to it, activated Adam Larson, and then he picked up the loose spot.
Draisaitl hustles it down the left wing, cuts to his right. Drop pass to Darnell Nurse. Wrist shot, short side, scores! Edmonton takes a 3-2 lead. Darnell Nurse buries it, short side against John Gillies.
Well, right now, if you remember Calgary's management, you're sitting there, that was a real tough goal against on John Gillies. He lost the right side post, tried to hug it, and he almost picked off the side of the post. Draisaitl brought it in, probably should have been a slashing call, none coming. But that is an American Hockey League goal given up by John Gillies. So they really liked a couple of years ago as a prospect, and I'm still trying to figure out I thought he picked against it, but instead he backed into it, and he ended up giving up the short side. Nurse beat him. Not a great goal. Nurse will take it. The Oilers will take it. They have the lead 3-2 this season with Boston as well.
Yeah, that didn't help either. Oilers break out. Cassian in over the line. Draisaitl hits the trailer. Nygaard to the net. Denied by Gillies with the right pad. Doesn't know where the rebound is. It's still loose. Backhanding it out to the point. Ethan Bear, offensive zone. Power play. Shot goal. Low glove on John Gillies, and Zac Cassian scores a power play goal to make it 4-2. And more evidence of Gillies' struggles.
another one he'd love to have back. I mean, it was similar to the goal that Jacek scored last night for Vancouver, where he button hooks off the half boards and beats the goaltender from distance. Kassian doesn't often see power play time, that's a given. Ethan Bear just popped it to him on the right side half boards.
That's from outside the face-off.
Can't give up that goal.
Right off the glove and in. I mean, that's...
We're just watching a guy go through a tough time. You feel bad for him.
From Lagesson, moving up center ice. Draisaitl able to pull his way through. One-timer score. Got it back from Gagne and buried it. 5-2 Edmonton. Draisaitl, beautiful give and go with Gagne, and he finishes. The 50-goal score from a year ago is on the board here in his first game of the preseason. Sam Gagne has his second assist of the period, and the Oilers have broken it open.
Zac Kassian was engaged in the neutral ice with Andrew Mangiapane on a change, and then Draisaitl blasted past Noah Hannafin and give and go. Quick reaction from Gagne, slid it back, and not much of a chance that time for Gillies. And Oilers now have a 5-2 lead, and they've completely taken over the side.
Centers deflected home. And 6-2 will be our final score as Gagne gets a